Actually, today's lesson is incredibly easy. We're going to talk about equivalent ratios for the most part. The hardest thing that sixth graders have when they see a direction like this, it says use a table to find ratios equivalent to 3 to 2. And for some reason, a bunch of you don't see this part, and you just find ratios that are equivalent to 3 to 2. It says use a table, so make a table. How hard is this? And the other thing is I want you to find at least 3 equivalent ratios. Okay? So the first one is 3 to 2. Give me an equivalent ratio, 3 to 2. 6 to 4. Now notice, with 6 to 4, all we did was we took this ratio, 3 to 2, and we multiplied top and bottom by 2 to get 6 to 4. Give me another one. 12 to 8. See, now here's what you did. And there, it's okay, it works. You wanted to multiply, then you wanted to multiply this by 2, and ended up with 12 to 8. That's fine. It works, but watch this. What happens if somehow, for some reason, you made a mistake? And instead of 6 to 4, you multiplied this first one wrong, and you did it, and let's say you just did 6 to 8. Let's say you made that mistake. Now when you multiply this one to here, now this one's wrong. And then this one will be wrong. So don't work off of your old work. What I want you to do instead is I want you to go back to the original. So I want you to go back to this 3 to 2. Times what? What do we want to do? It doesn't matter. You can pick a number, any number. Okay, so you want to go times 5. Fine, times 5, times 5. So we end up with 15 to 10. That's fine. That works. No problem. Okay. You want to go times 11. Okay, 33 to 22. It doesn't really matter. Honestly, why don't you go times 2, times 3, times 4? You could do that. It's funner. I would say more fun. Now, remember, please work off the original problem because that's what makes things easier. If you mess this first one up and then you work off of this one, you're going to get 3 wrong instead of just 1. All right? Do yourselves a favor and get them all right. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to spend any more time showing you how to do this. This is easy. All you got to do is make a table, write an equivalent ratio. Now don't forget, if your original ratio happens to be something like 6 to 10, you can actually go down as well. Right? You could go down. You could divide this by 2 and divide this by 2, and you could end up with 3 to 5. That is an equivalent ratio. Yes?
So could you make it like 3 to 2, like 1.5?
No, don't go decimals, please. Don't go decimals, please. Technically you could, but let's just keep it simple, okay? All right. The second part of this lesson has to do with unit rate. It says several groups of friends are going to take a shuttle bus to the park. The table shows how much the different groups will pay in all. Then we need to know how many a group of 15 will pay. Now, if you look at this, you got 6 people pay $12, 12 people pay $24, 18 people pay $36. Right here, down on the bottom here, it says 12 is less than 15, which is less than 18. Therefore, the group will pay between $24 and $36. Basically, what this is this is a way to look at see if your answer that you get is reasonable. Because you have between 12 and 18 people, right? 15 is between 12 and 18. So you would expect that you would pay between $24 and $36. To me, the best way to do this is to figure out unit rate. How much does one person pay? Well, we have our total cost, which is 12, divided by the number of people, which is 6. What is 12 divided by 6? 2. So each person pays $2. Well, if each person pays $2, and then you have 15 people, all you got to do is multiply 15 times the number each person pays. What is that? $30. So 15 times 2 equals 30. How much would we expect a group of 15 to pay? We expect them to pay $30. Now, does $30 fall in between our 24 and 36 like we expected it to? Yes, absolutely. Again, this is not all that terribly difficult. What I would like you to do is I would like you to, on your whiteboards, I want you guys to figure this one out. Once I've said correct, you may go put your whiteboards away. In case you didn't notice, your homework is page 358, 10 to 32 even.